Okay, not a lot to talk about, seeing as we did not have a game last week. So, other than the bye week, we had a good bye week. In a bye week, you want to accomplish two things. You want to get your players rested up a little bit, get them some bumps and bruises healed up, and at the same time work on your deficiencies. So it's a balance of downtime with on the field time. And I think we did a good job with that. We got a lot accomplished, and now we're back into game week mode, obviously today being treated as a Wednesday, and so we're looking forward to the contest on Thursday. So that's where we're at.
Coach, they were extremely talented last year, and you went into the Coliseum and went toe-to-toe with them. How does that experience going into this year, having them at home, help, or does it play a factor at all?
Well, I think it helps, having some familiarity with their program and their players, and most of the guys that we're playing with this year were in that game, to a certain extent. And so I think that can be looked upon as a positive, although each year is its own separate entity and set of circumstances. But certainly going down there and having a good showing, although we came up short, could be a positive for us.
6 of the 12 ranked. You ever seen anything like that or been involved in a conference to that depth?
Not yet. No, I don't remember that in the Mountain West at any point in time. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But it's a very competitive conference. I've said that from day one. And our transition into the conference isn't a one-year deal. It's a process, and we're going through that process, and it's very competitive, like I said, and we expected that. It's nothing that we didn't expect.
Kyle, I know going into the preseason at the meetings and that, there was a lot of talk about this game being one of the big games of the year. Are people writing both these teams off too early right now in Utah and USC?
Well, I hope not. We only had one conference game, and ourselves, and they're. I don't think you can ever write USC off. I mean, they've got so much talent that can never be the case. And so, I think certainly, the season, first of all, is very young, and the conference aspect of the season is just getting underway. So, a lot of things can transpire.
Coach, do you think those John White fumbles were just kind of a fluke? I mean, he doesn't put two on the ground in any game. And what has been done to help correct that?
Well, we're hoping it was a fluke, and that's my take on it. He's been a very reliable ball carrier. Doesn't fumble in games, doesn't fumble in practice, and so we're going to chalk that up to just one bad night, and hopefully he'll bounce back and be ready to go this week.
York had a nice game against the Devils. Do you think that he's somebody you can rely on now to contribute?
We hope so. We had high hopes for him when we recruited him last recruiting season, and he had a good spring, and we think that he is going to be a guy that gets nothing but better from week to week, and we need that to happen. That'll help our cause if that can happen. He's a very talented kid, and you think you saw signs of that, as you mentioned, against Arizona State. And if he can pick up this game where he left off against the Sun Devils and continue to contribute, that'll help us a great deal.